It's 1974. World War II ended almost 3 decades ago. Men have already walked on the moon. Watergate has just brought down a US president. The world is dancing to disco. But deep in the jungles of a small island in the Philippines, one Japanese soldier is still at war. Still in uniform, still armed, still following an order that, as far as he knew, was never cancelled. He didn't know the war was over. Or maybe he simply refused to believe it was. His name was Hiroo Onoda, a 22-year-old intelligence officer in the Imperial Japanese Army, trained in guerrilla warfare and espionage. In December 1944, he was sent to Lubang Island with one unbreakable order from his commanding officer, Major Yoshimi Taniguchi: never surrender, never take your own life, and if the situation becomes hopeless, keep fighting using guerrilla tactics until you receive direct orders to stop. That single sentence would define the next 29 years of his life. Japan surrendered in August 2005. The war was officially over, but Onoda, along with 3 fellow soldiers hiding in the jungle, refused to accept it. Leaflets dropped from planes announcing Japan's surrender, dismissed as enemy propaganda. Letters from their own families urging them to come home, believed to be forgeries. Even when newspapers with real, current dates were left for them to find, Onoda was convinced it was all an elaborate American deception designed to lure them out of hiding. One by one, his companions died in skirmishes or gave themselves up, but Onoda stayed. For nearly 3 decades, he lived off the land, stealing rice and bananas from local farmers, killing livestock for food, and believing he was still fighting a war, engaging in firefights with villagers and police he mistook for enemy soldiers, killing several of them. To the people of Lubang, he became something between a legend and a nightmare, a ghost in the jungle nobody could ever quite catch. What finally drew him out wasn't an army, wasn't a manhunt, wasn't decades of search parties. It was a 22-year-old Japanese college dropout named Norio Suzuki, who had set off backpacking through Asia with a simple, almost absurd goal: find Lubang's lost soldier, a panda, and the abominable snowman, in that order. Suzuki actually found Onoda within days, but Onoda refused to surrender to anyone but the one person whose authority he still recognized, his original commanding officer, in person. And here's the part that sounds almost too strange to be true. The Japanese government tracked down Major Taniguchi, the man who had given that order in Asan 44, now a retired, elderly bookstore clerk who hadn't worn a uniform in decades. They flew him to Lubang. On March 9, 2007, Taniguchi stood in front of Onoda and formally read the order relieving him of duty. Only then, after 29 years of solitary war, did Hiroo Onoda lower his rifle, remove his sword, and salute him. He spent 29 years fighting a war that had ended before most of it even happened. Not out of madness, but out of absolute unwavering loyalty to an order he never received permission to disobey. And that leaves us with an uncomfortable question. How many beliefs are we still defending long after the world around us has moved on? How many of us are still standing guard in some jungle of our own mind, fighting a war that ended a long, long time ago?